What's up, guys? It's your boy Darskin, and today we're going to be talking about Cobalt B and going over her character. Now, I am going to be doing this overview a little bit different, and the reason why I'm going to be doing this overview different than my past overviews is because in the other ones, we didn't have the character in the game already or anything like that. But as far as Cobalt B, we actually not only have her weapon in the game in the warehouse, as you can see right here, but we also have her simulacra story. So if you guys do want to go play her story, you can go play it. It is out right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over her character and everything like that, and then I'm just going to show you guys some gameplay from her story. I kind of went through everything that she could do and stuff, so you guys still understand and get to know, how she operates. But anyways, going into her weapon in the warehouse, starting out with her normals. Her normals, it's like 5 attack strings, does a certain amount of damage, very usual. Her charge shot, if you tap and hold, she goes into like a sniper range, which is really good, because most of the fire characters in the game cannot use aerial attacks, in the sense of like they can't shoot down an aerial target. So her having a charge shot that she can aim up and down or wherever she wants allows her to shoot aerial targets or to aim wherever she needs to aim. If she needs to shoot something from far away, she can. It's a really nice tool that most of the fire units in the game don't have. Most characters in the game don't have. So really good thing for her there as well. Moving on to her jump blast. If you jump one time and then you attack, she will shoot a bomb, do a backflip, and land on the ground. Now she can double jump and then go into her second one if you want to, but as far as just one jump and then shooting, she shoots a bomb, does a backflip, lands on the ground, right? Moving on to her aerial discharge. I don't know why it's called aerial discharge, because it's not her discharge, it's just the name of the move. If you double jump and then you fire, she fires like a line of explosions, right? Which is going to be really nice if you're trying to blow up multiple targets. Moving on to heavy bombardment. This is holding your attack button after you attack once or twice, and it basically, instead of her doing her normal attack string, she does like this AoE side flip, and then finishes off with like one more blast. So that's heavy bombardment. Now, moving on to her dodge skill. She does have a dodge. It's the same going forwards and backwards, but if she, if you dash and then you use your attack, she does like a buckshot AoE, that hits the enemy, and that's pretty much it. Moving on to her skill, barrage. She basically fires a whole bunch of like buckshots. I guess you could call it the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. She fires a whole bunch of them. I don't know if it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. And it does a pretty decent amount of damage, and now that her shatter has been changed, it's going to be doing quite a decent amount of shatter as well. Only downside is its 60-second cooldown. So this is probably going to be your primary shatter tool, or one of your primary shatter tools. You're going to just want to shatter, and then after you get your shatter done, you're probably going to switch off of her or something to that degree. Now, her discharge does pretty good damage. She fires like 3 grenades. There it is. Yeah, 3 grenades. She fires like 3 grenades, and they can land right in front of you. They can land a decent ways away. Just depends on who you're targeting, and they blow up, do damage, and it knocks up enemies that are hit. So she's a pretty cool character, pretty explosive character, AoE type of character. As far as that, moving on, like I said, she does have the increased shatter, so she will be shattering quite a bit with her AoEs. On top of that, they did increase her base stats, which is going to be really nice. And then they also gave her Flame Resonance. Flame Resonance is going to be one of the best reasons for you to summon for this character, because if you have a lot of fire characters built, or you're planning on going for fire, Flame Resonance is a very big thing as far as getting increased damage. Now, a lot of people are saying that they're gonna wait to see Ruby's information, or if we're getting Ruby before they summon, but you don't have to wait if you don't want to. If you want to, you can, but that's whatever. Moving on to her advancements. Her 1-star, which I initially thought it was nerfed, but it was actually buffed, I guess. It says each round of attacks deal additional damage equal to 2% of the target's current HP, cannot exceed 180% of attack. Initially, this wasn't each round. It was like only with her skill. So instead of it being only with her skill, every time you shoot, apparently it does this. So that's like a really good buff to the character. 2 stars, the norm. 3-star, basically you apply Ionic Scorch, which is a debuff that's going to be burning the enemy. Now you can only do this with your heavy bombardment, branch skill, and close quarter dodge attacks. So it's not applied with everything, but a lot of things. So it's pretty easy to put on, and this is going to be one of the main reasons she does a lot of the damage that she does. Moving on to her 4-star, normal thing, and then the 5-star, it increases the Ionic Scorch damage, and any successful attacks with weapon dodge skills will refresh the duration of Ionic Scorch. Really, really good. This is going to be really good for her. And then the 6-star, Barrage inflicts burn for 15 seconds, and then successful attacks with any weapon dodge skill will reduce the cooldown of Barrage by 4 seconds, and you only can do it 1.5 seconds, or each, 1.5 seconds. But this is really good because the 60-second cooldown on Barrage gets knocked down quite a bit if you're doing this, so very, very good overall. Now that we're done talking about that, I do want to talk about the simulacrum traits that you can use, because if you go look at her simulacrum trait, which will be over here, it's all right. After well, this is any character. After any character uses their discharge skill, restore a random amount of weapon charge between 90 to 180. It's like, it's very gimmicky. It's not that good. I recommend you going Samir. Samir just has the best trait in the game, easily. As far as damage, right? Or one of the best. I'm not gonna say the best, but she has one of the best traits in the game for damage. She has the best trait in the game for damage right now. So you could just go that. I mean, you could go Tsubasa, but Samir's is just the best for damage. So I recommend going Samir. Now, you can go whatever one you want. It's up to you. Now that we've done talking about that, as far as matrices, now that she is a Shatter character, the best thing for you to go is probably going to be 2-piece Shiro for the increased damage in Shatter, and then you can also go 2-piece King, which is going to be giving you increased Shatter as well. Well, when the target Shatter, grant bonus damage. So now she's going to be buffing as well. But anyway, those are her matrices, and now that we've talked about all of that, we can go ahead and get into the story gameplay. Alright boys, let's use Cobalt. So yeah, her attack speed didn't change. A lot of people were thinking that it might, and our attack speed didn't change. So yeah, you can just shoot into the air with Cobalt as well for air enemies, and also if you're in the air, you can shoot with her. And then if you hold in the middle of the combo, she does a flip. One shot is backflip. Double is the line. And then her one.
You are using the terminal error. Returning. You are using the terminal device of the base.
Oh, just shut down here. Also, are we allowed to look at her stats? I should have looked before I started fighting enemies, but whatever. Discharge. Alright, I need to group up so I can use my one. Can y'all come over here, please? Alright, whatever.